enforcement, there's something called the use of force matrix or use of force continuum. The continuum was the brainchild of Professor Gregory Connor, who created the first force continuum for the LAPD. Essentially what it entails is the force used in police contact, anywhere from officer presence to lethal force. And we're going to address the less lethal and lethal part of the force continuum in this officer-involved shooting in Reno. This ain't Reno 911, kids. This is the real deal.
We are jumping the shark for autism!
On December 4th, 2022, at about 6 in the morning, officers were dispatched to the downtown Reno area. A welfare check was requested for an individual who was barefoot and possibly armed with a knife. Due to the nature of this call, there was a multi-officer response. Typically, in these cases, you'll have at least one officer that goes with the less lethal option. And that's your use of force continuum. The least amount of force as necessary is preferred. We're also going to see why the taser is a terrible cold weather option. Officer 1 takes less lethal coverage while the other officers draw down with their guns.
I'll go taser if you want. Tell them to get in the casino. Stop now!
Fun fact, this is a Taser 7. Taser 7s come with a 2-cartridge port, which can be loaded with a close quarter and a standoff cartridge. The shot with the taser that this officer takes would be considered a standoff shot. I carry 2 close quarter cartridges in my taser, but it's pretty typical to carry one of each. And even more fun fact, the way that the Taser 7 is designed, as long as you get 2 probes on target, you can get the neuromuscular incapacitation, because it's going to send power to all 4 darts. So essentially you can get 1 dart from each cartridge and you're still going to get that NMI. So all Officer 1 needed was for 2 of these darts to hit on target and make contact with the skin. However, tasers have one weakness: Carhartt jackets. Both deployments were ineffective because this guy was cold and put on a jacket. So our suspect, old Marcus here, just shakes it off while he and the officer get back on their feet. Then the officer tells him, and I love this, to literally drop the knife.
Stop, dude, stop! Literally drop it, man!
The body does weird things when it's under stress, and sometimes you say things that you normally wouldn't say. Or maybe he just talks like Chris Traeger from Parks and Rec.
Literally? There's literally nothing in this world that you cannot do.
In any case, Marcus makes the poor decision of running toward an entrance of a populated building.
Ineffective.
I talked in a previous video about Tennessee vs. Garner and the use of lethal force on a fleeing felon. This is equally as applicable in this case, as he's resisting officers while armed, which is a Class D felony in Nevada. Resisting arrest from what? What did he do? Officers charge him with the misdemeanor crime of walking along or upon a highway, which in the statute it covers that it's unlawful for any person to be intoxicated with any sort of alcohol or drug while on a highway, which hasn't been confirmed but is likely a factor in this case. This is a situation where you have to determine right then and there whether this man poses a potential threat to others. Officer 2 identifies that there is a potential threat because Marcus tries opening the door to the lobby. One thing that does bother me is the backdrop is the lobby. It's not the greatest direction to be firing it. Rule number 4 of firearm training is know your target and what's behind it. And remember, body cam doesn't see all that the officer sees. He may well have done a quick scan to see if there was anyone in the lobby before he opened fire. And it's definitely preferable to eliminate the threat there in the parking garage rather than inside the lobby. Officer 2 fires 5 shots and they get the knife away. Marcus survived and was transported to a local hospital where he was treated for his injuries. None of the officers were injured. Thank you for watching, and if you want to support this content, like this video and subscribe to my channel. For merch and more, check the description. You can also follow me on other platforms, also found in the description. This is Tased and Confused, out.